Have you been feeling random, inexplicable changes in your mood? Feeling happy one minute, but drained, emotional, exhausted the next minute? Out of nowhere, going from happy to depressed and sad. This could be a psychic attack or an energetic attack. This can happen when somebody thinks ill of you, somebody is jealous of you, or somebody just doesn't wish you well. So it's very, very important to be mindful of your energy, be aware of how you feel, but also use ways in protecting it. This is in cleansing your aura, asking for energetic assistance, or working with crystals or mindfulness techniques. My name is Angela Cleary. I'm a feminine empowerment coach. I specialize in healing after narcissistic abuse, and I also offer twin flame and spiritual guidance. This is the thing, and people kind of probably get a little bit confused by the words psychic attack. We're all spiritual beings living a human experience. We're all energetic beings. So our thoughts hold frequency. Love is a frequency, hate is a frequency, jealousy is a frequency. So how we feel from any one minute to the next is very important. It's very important to keep our thoughts positive. So this is the thing. You can send a psychic attack either intentionally or unintentionally. And oftentimes, more often than not, because often a lot of people who send psychic attacks are not spiritually aware. And, it's this energy of jealousy and bitterness. So you could actually, even if you're aware, if you're not fully healed within yourself, if you haven't healed your shadow, you can unintentionally send a psychic attack as well. So are you feeling like, so we can go both ways for a minute. I'll start with how we can actually clear our own thoughts. So are you a team player? Are you winning when your friend wins? Are you excited when you see something good happening to another person? Or are you holding bitterness and jealousy? Because if you hold any kind of, even for a split second thought, think, oh, why does she get that and I don't? That's going to send a psychic attack. So you have to be very, very clear on what you feel and heal your own wounds in order not to send unintentional psychic attack to other people. So when it comes onto you, especially as an empath, we are receivers of energy. We just feel the energy around us. We're in a room, and that's another thing, even in a room with somebody, we can feel that energy. If we're in a crowd, we can feel that energy. When, even through text message, you can feel someone's energy. Being online, you can feel that energy. So you have to be mindful of protecting your energy. Because when you don't protect your energy and somebody sends you an ill thought or psychic attack, this will actually deplete you and drain you. And I used to get these an awful lot, and I'll go back to that in a minute, but I was guided to do this video because the other day I got a psychic attack, and it was the first one I've gotten for a long time. I cleanse my aura every single day. I cleanse my rooms every day, and I cleanse my whole house once a week. Burning sage, burning incense helps. Having crystals around you is very good, and asking Archangel Michael or any of the angels for energetic protection. So asking Archangel Michael to protect you in a bubble of white light, send any psychic attack or negative energy out to the universe and turn it into light, and protect you from any other energy. So the other day I was I shared, and I passed another course. I got certified in NLP, and I shared that certificate online, and I was really excited. And I've been going through a really good period at the moment. We're in this rebirth energy, this renewal energy. I've gone from a really dark healing cycle into the light again. So I've been feeling really good. So when I did this course, I was so excited. So I shared it online. And I was just cooking the dinner, and I was like, this energetic drain came on me. I felt like shit. I really did. I felt emotional. I felt sad. I felt heavy, and I was just like, kind of this dense energy. And I was like, what the hell? This isn't me. What's going on here? And all of a sudden, I was reminded, or I got the intuitive download. Hey, you shared that. The only thing, because I was asking myself, I'm aware of how I feel on a day-to-day basis, on a minute-to-minute basis. I'm questioning how I'm feeling. So I was like, why am I feeling this way? This doesn't feel like my energy. I'm feeling great form lately. Why is this going on? I've passed this course. I'm really happy. And that's as I clicked. I was like, oh my God, haters gonna hate. I shared that online. And yes, I have so much support from people who are actually happy for my wins. But even a person, even if it was just one person, I don't know whether it was one person or many people, it was probably both. It probably was many. And them seeing that and saying something nasty in their mind or feeling any kind of pang of jealousy can send did send a negative psychic attack towards me. The minute I realized that, I asked Archangel Michael to lift it. I asked him to protect me, and I got the sage and I burnt it and saged my aura. Straight away, I was perfectly fine. This is why it's so important to have ways of cleansing your energy. Mindfulness techniques can help as well. Going out in nature, grounding yourself, affirmations, gratitude can be a really good one as well. But you have to be so aware of who you have in your energy and what you have in your energy. And this is another one. Like, I used to say, there's a quote like, don't show them your plan, or don't tell them your plans, show them your results. But sometimes you show them your results and they still psychic attack you. Because this is the thing, like you could tell somebody your plans. Oh, this happens all the time. Your glass is overflowing. Your cup is overflowing. You're so excited. It's like, I can't wait to do this. I can't wait to do this. You tell somebody and they literally get your cup and they go like this. They smash it on the ground. Anything that you want, they just pick on the negative of everything and they're like, yeah, well, what if this happens? But you can't do this. And this is a psychic attack again. And you're just going to feel energetically drained and you're like, oh, okay, maybe I won't do that. Maybe you're right. So this is how we need to be so aware of who we allow into our circle, what we allow into our circle. But be mindful if you share your wins with somebody and then all of a sudden, or even if you just share them online and all of a sudden you feel energetically drained, that's because somebody is sending you a psychic attack. I've had to leave friends because of this. I remember like two friends of mine that I had to walk away from. Got to the stage where I could feel the energy. Like initially, before I was healed, I couldn't understand it. I didn't understand my energy. I didn't realize how aware we can be, how we can feel other people's energy, how we can read their body language. Because it's somebody's body language that tells you the truth, not their words. And I'd be actually telling them something and you could tell by their face, they'd be saying that they're happy for you. And you could just feel the bitchiness and feel these daggers at you kind of going, Jesus, she's not happy for me at all. You know what I mean? And you're like, okay, this isn't good energy. But like this can happen as well. This is another thing. If you worry about another person, that can send psychic attack. So like, we are manifestors. We're fucking powerful manifestors. We can manifest anything we want. But so like attracts like. If you're thinking about things that you want rather than things that you don't want, then you're going to manifest the things that you want. But we're creatures of negativity. We've learned this behavior of negativity. So we spend our days worrying about what we don't have, bitching about what we don't have. And guess what? We're attracting more of that energy. So if you're constantly moaning about money, about everything, about this, about that, about the weather, about everything, it's just going to bring more negativity into your life. So literally worrying is a frequency as well. So like you worry about something, you're going to attract something, whatever you're worrying about, into your life. So this is why it's so important to bring in positive thoughts. But if you're worrying about another person, and we've all done this, especially with family members, and I used to feel this with my dad. My dad used to worry about me an awful lot, and I used to get his energy towards me. So like his worry used to bring in a fearful energy onto me. Like after I had to walk away from him because of the negative energy, I had to sage myself more than once a day. Every time I felt his energy or a psychic attack, I had to sage my aura every single day. And it got to a stage where I had to block my brother because I could feel my dad's energy through my brother. And, I had to actually block that energy as well. So there was two different sides to it. He was bitching about me as well as worrying about me. And I know he was. I know the negative energy that was coming through. And I had to block that energy both in realities and block their numbers, as well as block it through sage cleansing and asking the angels for protection. But I could still feel it. So like if you're constantly worrying about a parent or a child or a friend or something, you're literally spending all your time manifesting what you worry about. That's a fact. Like if you're constantly saying, I can't say no to this person, or I can't, choose this over this person, or I have to be there for this person all the time just in case this happens, you're literally sending out a frequency of wanting that thing to happen so that you're validated for being there. Like, I know that's not conscious. We're not literally saying, I'm worrying about this person because I want this stuff to happen. When you worry about another person, that's an energetic attack in a sense. It's a frequency. Like, what we should be doing within our lives and within the other people's lives is sending out a frequency of love. Love for yourself. Literally, start thinking about the things that you want, not the things that you don't want. Instead of picturing somebody else's life fearfully and going, I hope this stuff doesn't happen to them, picture it as if they're healthy, as if they're safe. This is so important. Like, we forget we don't even realize how powerful our thoughts are. Our thoughts are what we create our reality. So if we're unhealed as well, so like, it doesn't, as I've already said, it's not just people energetically attacking us. We can unintentionally attack others as well. Just by one negative thought. Just by one split second of thought. And before I healed my shadow, I used to get these thoughts that weren't even mine, and I was like, this is when I became conscious of my thoughts. Because we think we're our thoughts, and everything we think is real. It's not. We're literally, there's different sides to us in here. And when you become aware of your thoughts, you become the observer of your thoughts rather than the person thinking the thoughts. It's so weird. Well, it's not weird, but when you get to understand it, it makes sense. So you have to realize how strong or how powerful your thoughts really are. So being in control of your mind and in control of your thoughts is a very important way to live more harmoniously, not just for you, but for others as well. And I remember when I used to be in the state of, where my shadow wasn't healed. And, it wouldn't be deliberate. It wouldn't be. We're like, and that's when I started to become aware. Is like, I was like becoming, I was healing more and more, and I was becoming more pure. So I was shedding any conditions or any learned behavior or any toxic kind of behavior. We all took on toxic traits at one stage. So as I was healing, I became aware of this darkness in me, this darker thought, and that was my shadow. And I was like, oh my God, like, I don't feel this way about this person, but yet this jealous thought came in. And then I try and bring it back. And that's another thing, like, if I accidentally, not accidentally, I'm not jealous of people anymore. But sometimes I can overthink things, and I'm like worrying, oh my God, if this is a psychic attack, can I send that out to the universe? Because sometimes I can overthink things, and then I worry, am I overthinking things because I'm jealous? And I know I'm not jealous because I love to see people winning, but I become so aware of how I speak in my head as well, just so that I don't have any shadow sides that I need to heal. So this is what I'm trying to say, and it might make sense to anyone or to any of you who don't understand shadow work, but shadow work is so important. We all have a shadow. And if we don't heal that shadow, we have the potential to bring darkness into other people's lives as well. And as I said already, these attacks are not necessarily intentional. Now, don't get me wrong. There are people that are aware. There are people that will say nasty things to you or about you as a way of... I don't think they understand that they're bringing negativity into your life, but they are intentionally kind of wishing ill for you. That's an intentional psychic attack. But as I said, it's very, very easy to be unintentional. Like the simple thing of road rage. You know what I mean? You're driving down the street and somebody crosses out in front of you, and instead of going, being calm and saying, okay, we'll let this person out, that's fine. You're kind of going, and I used to have road rage. You're like, fuck you, I'm fucking angry and all this kind of shit. That's a psychic attack. If you're sitting in your car bitching at the person in front of you, you're energetically sending them negative energy. If you're in a job if you're in a job you hate and you're serving customers, and every time a customer comes up and you're like, oh, for fuck's sake, I don't want to do this, I don't want to be here, you're effectively sending a negative energy and a psychic attack to that person. That person didn't do anything to you. And you're not doing it intentionally. You're not saying, fuck you, I hate... Well, you are when you're road raging, definitely. You know what I mean? So this is why it's so mindful to be... So powerful... so important to be mindful of your thoughts and how you speak to the world and how you speak in your mind as well. So are you speaking from a place of support, of winning? One thing I do love about my energy, I love when people win. I fucking love it because I feel like I won as well. It's like, yay, we're all winning together. And you know, what I love as well is if somebody gets something in their life and it's something that I aspire to have, it gives me inspiration. It's like, oh my God, this stuff is real. I want my version, but you're not kind of going, I want what you have, fuck you, and I'm angry towards you. That's how we are when we don't heal our shadow. When you're in a position where you can literally kind of win with your friends, it's like, yay, we're all winning together. That'll actually bring good energy into your life, but it also brings good energy to them. So use your thoughts for healthy thoughts, for manifestation, for love, for abundance, and stop worrying. If you worry about your life, you're attracting stuff in to be worried about. That's an energetic attack on yourself even. Because negative self-talk, I don't know where my English is today. Negative self-talk is an energetic attack on yourself. Worrying about your life is an energetic attack on yourself. Worrying about another person's life is an energetic attack on them. Being jealous over other people is an energetic attack on them. Being angry because you've got road rage, heal that shit. Slow down. Go a little bit earlier. Be calm. I used to get so angry. Like, you live in Ireland, you end up behind a tractor 99% of the time. You're going to be angry all the time. It's the same with, even the weather. You're angry at the weather because it's raining. You live in Ireland, it's going to rain. You know what I mean? You have to start changing your thoughts where you just take it as it is. You end up behind a tractor, you're like, okay, need to just take a little bit of a pause. It's raining, who cares? It's all about keeping your thoughts clear. It's about keeping your thoughts pure towards yourself and towards others. And then being so mindful of how to protect your energy when a psychic attack comes in. So if you randomly feel low vibrational energy, if you feel drained out of nowhere for no reason, feeling emotional, depleted, even angry for no reason, especially when you're in a really high energy and you're so excited, ask yourself, is this my energy? And ask the angels, if this isn't mine, please send it out to the universe and turn it into light. Please protect me in a bubble of white light and prevent any psychic attack from penetrating. Sage your aura, cleanse your aura with sage or incense. Carry crystals that repel negative energy. That's another one. Be out in nature, be mindful, be aware of your own thoughts. These are all so important ways keeping your energy clear. And understand that if you share wins and then automatically feel drained, this is a psychic attack. You can cleanse your aura, you can remove it straight away. If you tell somebody you're excited and then straight away feel drained because of their words or their actions, this is an energetic attack as well. So there's so many ways just to cleanse your aura, keep your own thoughts and keep your energy clear, and use these ways of, just be mindful. You'll know when you feel an energetic shift for no reason. As I said, I felt it the other day, and it only happened because I shared a win. So it's, as I said, the minute I cleansed my aura, the minute I spoke to my angels, it was gone, and I was back to myself. And that's the reason I did this video, is because it's a sure sign of a psychic attack. And we're all getting them, especially as we're transforming and as we're evolving into our best selves. The people that are going to be left behind who are refusing to do their own work, they're going to be jealous of you. And that's it. Like, they're going to be sitting there not doing their own work, jealous of you because all they see is your wins, but they don't see the darkness you went through to get there. And the fight that you fought through, the battles that you fought through to get here. You deserve this. And just because they don't want to do their own healing doesn't give them the right to hold you back either. So trust yourself, trust your energy, be mindful of your energy, and keep yourself and your environment cleansed. So thank you so much for listening today, and I really hope this resonates. If it does, please like and share, and please subscribe to my channel so I can reach as many people as possible. And if you'd like help on your journey, please book me for a free discovery call today, and I would love nothing more than to help on your path.